You're watching ENCA. I'm Thabang Masanabo. A very warm welcome to you. Let's go straight to Limpopo, where the ANC's top six are visiting the Bavenda King. Samkela Maseko joins us now. Samkela, we understand you're in Limpopo and you have a guest with you there. Can you just talk us through some of the developments happening there?
Well, Thabang, I'm with the SG of the ANC now, Ace Magashule, who will give us further clarity on why they are here, and we'll also speak on the issues surrounding President Jacob Zuma. SG, can you please just update us on this pilgrimage program that you are on as the top six of the ANC?
Well, this is our revolutionary pilgrimage program of action as we started the year of jobs, the year of renewal, the year of unity. This is the year where we reconnect with our history, with our people, with our roots. And that's why we go back to our kings, people who actually ensured during the establishment of the ANC. They were there. So we are reconnecting, and we reconnect with our people and our grassroots. And that's why we are here today. From here, we'll go to the Free State.
This meeting comes at a time where the nation is debating the issue of the President of the Republic, President Jacob Zuma. There's a motion of no confidence against him on the 28th of February. There's an impeachment process. Are you not worried as the nation that the State of the Nation address on Thursday will have an issue? And when are you, as the leadership of the ANC, meeting the President of the Republic to discuss this transition that you talk about?
Well, we'll meet the President over this weekend as the top six. As we have actually said to the National Executive Committee, we will continuously interact with the President, and we are going to interact with him. This is the President of the ANC, who is the President of the country. And we will actually interact with him, and that's what we have decided with the National Executive Committee.
A yes or no answer, and I'll put it straight to you. Will President Jacob Zuma deliver the State of the Nation address, yes or no?
President Zuma will deliver the State of the Nation address.
Are you sure?
Yes, the answer is yes.
Well, there was the Secretary General of the ANC, Ace Magashule, who says President Jacob Zuma will deliver the State of the Nation address on Thursday, and they are also meeting him tomorrow afternoon to discuss various issues surrounding the President and the transition that the ANC top six talks about. We understand that there's also an impeachment process currently ongoing against President Jacob Zuma, brought forward by opposition parties, and the vote of no confidence, which will now be debated on the 28th of February as granted by the Speaker of the National Assembly, Baleka Mbete. But indeed, the issue of President Jacob Zuma is on the table. The top six is seemingly divided with the Treasurer General Paul Mashatile saying that they would like to deal with the issue of President Jacob Zuma themselves in order to avoid an impeachment process and a vote of no confidence against him.
Now, Samkela, you've been there since very early this morning. Just for the benefit of our viewers who are just joining us, can you provide some context in terms of what else you might have heard that might have happened and any developments that happened there since you arrived this morning? Can you just give us some insight with regards to that?
Well, Thabang, the various issues surrounding President Jacob Zuma, you'd know there are a lot of issues. Some of the ANC leaders have said that it's better if President Jacob Zuma steps aside as the current president of the Republic. You've also got his staunch supporters like the SG's Ace Magashule, the DSG Jesu Duarte, who said that the president is going nowhere. But you've also got the likes of the Deputy President D.D. Mabuza, who's pledged his overwhelming support for the incumbent President of the ANC, Cyril Ramaphosa. So the ANC leadership is seeming divided, and we've got staunch supporters of Cyril Ramaphosa like Gwede Mantashe, who's the national chairperson. We've got the likes of Peggy Tsele, we've got the likes of Senzo Mkhunu, Pravin Gordhan. But on the other hand, we've also got allies of President Jacob Zuma in that NEC like Ulemabe, Colin Maine, Njabulani Nzuza of the Youth League, Musebenzi Zwane. So it's pretty much a debatable issue, but it doesn't look good for the president of the country, because the ANC-NEC did resolve that the NWC must go and speak to President Jacob Zuma, with him asking him to step down. Now the NWC has talked to the top six to go and speak to the president for him to step down, with that meeting that has now been confirmed that is going to take place tomorrow afternoon, which is most likely to take place in Mahlabandlovu, which is the presidential house in Pretoria.
Well, thank you so much for that update to Samkela. That was ENCA Samkela Maseko joining us there live from Limpopo.